Good morning, all my friends and clients. I trust you had a lovely Easter weekend over this lockdown period. I've decided to post you 2 workouts from the Pilates original mat. I'm going to split it up in 2 blocks so that hopefully each block will be around 25 minutes each. So if you combine it, you'll have about an hour's workout. I would suggest that you do a warm-up, so I'm just going to take you through some gentle warm-up exercises so that the body's ready. Just take care of yourself, be mindful of your body, don't do anything that doesn't feel right, and yes, enjoy. Okay, all right, so I'm going to start with a roll down. Okay, take a breath in, feet are hip width apart, lengthen through that spine, and breathe out and just engage your center. And again, so just sort of be mindful of your breathing. And as you breathe out, feel that spine lengthening up through the crown of the head, the tailbone dropping down towards the floor. Feel the ground underneath you. As you breathe out, chin into the chest and start to roll the weight of your head forward. Let your arms be completely relaxed out of their sockets. And roll yourself all the way down to the floor. Take a breath in there. And really pull that belly button in. Pull it in, and let that initiate the stacking of your vertebra one by one as you come up all the way till your shoulders fall into place and your head comes up last. And again, breathing in. As you breathe out, chin into the chest, roll forward, let yourself go. Try not lean forward on your toes or back on your heels. Keep an equal weight distribution between the front and the back of your feet. Hang there like a rag doll. Arms are completely relaxed. Head's completely relaxed. Take an in-breath there. As you breathe out, just take the weight. Just adjust the weight into your feet slightly forward if you must, so that you're not leaning on the heels. And that activates the front of you a little bit more. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, pull that belly button right up and in. Engage. Lift the pelvic floor and roll yourself up, vertebra by vertebra. And one more time, breathing in. As you breathe out, chin into the chest, roll yourself down. One bone at a time, as if you are wheeling over a bicycle chain. Good, breathing in. As you breathe out, scoop the belly in and roll yourself up. Nice and easy. So that sort of just stretches out those hamstrings a little bit and gives you some sort of spinal mobilization. Okay, we're just going to go down and go straight into a spinal pelvic curl. Also heats up the back of the body, also mobilizes the spine. Alright, so just check your alignment on the mat. Always make sure you're nice and straight. Take a breath in there. As you breathe out, scoop your belly in. And just give me a little tiny little tilt. So you're basically sucking in your belly and imprinting the spine, the lower spine, into the mat. And then release and find your neutral. So take a breath in there. As you breathe out, pull that belly button in. We won't go up high yet. Just want to do some tilting so you really feel that engagement in your center and your tummy. And then release. And again, breathing in. As you breathe out, scoop that belly and pull it in. Drop those rib cages. And now you can start to lift. Peel that tailbone off the mat. And start to climb. Wheeling off each bone one at a time. Okay, all the way up. Okay, these hip flexors might feel quite tight, so you might not go too far to begin with. Breathing in. As you breathe out, fold through the breastbone, then the back of the ribs, then the mid-back, lower back. Find your tailbone and find your neutral. Good. Breathing in. As you breathe out, suck in the belly and tuck under. Pubic bone up towards the sky or the ceiling. Up you go. Open up those shoulders nice and broad through the back of your shoulders. Up you go as high as possible. Don't let the knees float up. Make sure there's an inner thigh connection. Right, lift right up into those glutes. Breathing in. As you breathe out, soften through the breastbone. Then the back of the ribs. Find that back of the ribs before you get that middle back down. Then the mid back. Then the lower back. Then the sacrum, and find your tailbone and neutral. Good. Breathing in. As you breathe out, suck your belly in, and again we're going up. Open up those shoulders. Really press through the back of the shoulders into the mat. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, scoop that belly, pull it in, and roll yourself back down. Okay, lovely. Let's do some toe taps. So fold one knee up and then fold the other leg up. Okay, so if you need less load on your back, because if you haven't got a very strong back, then just drop your heels in, bring the knees a little bit in, and then you can do the toe taps from here. You don't need to go all the way to the floor, but otherwise, if you want to, and if you're feeling strong in the back and you want to work those abs, let's just do the standard toe taps. So one leg at a time. We don't interchange midway to begin with, just so that you start slow, really finding your center, making sure that you're not arching your back and not bringing these knees in too close unless you are protecting your back. Okay, so we can speed it up and then you can interchange midway. So this really does work your center. You're going to need that core throughout these mat work exercises. Right, breathing in and breathing out. Okay, I'm going to ask you to leave your legs up there. Put your knees together, open up your arms to the side to anchor yourself for hip rolls. So pelvic twists, so go over to one side, start small, because this is going to give you a little bit of a stretch, breathing in and breathing out and pull through to your center using your abs. Over to the other side, breathing in and breathing out and pull. And you can go a little further each time, breathing in to twist, breathing out to scoop your belly in, don't arch your back, and over to the middle. Breathing in and breathing out and pull. And I'm going a little bit further each time, just taking it slow, little click in the spine, and pull. And over to the other side. Breathing in, breathing out, and pull. Breathing in and breathing out and pull. Other side. I'm just going to ask you to rest your legs right across, just so that you can get that extra stretch. Try and keep the opposite shoulder blade as down as possible, so you just can feel a little bit of an ITB stretch here. Straighten out that top leg, maybe pull it up towards you a little bit, just to give you a bit of a release here. Bit of stretching is always nice. Breathing in and breathing out, over to the other side. Take that leg long, pull it in towards you. It doesn't need to be completely straight. And just feel a release in your glute or your IT band on the side of the legs and glutes. Okay, breathing in, pull that back in and pull back to center. Place one leg down at a time. Place your hands behind your head. We're just going to do a chest lift or a curl. Take an in breath here. As you breathe out, chin into the chest and curl yourself up. And lower. Breathing in, chin into the chest and curl. So no pulling on the neck. Here, Nutella, no. Sorry, my dog wants the tennis ball. Breathing in. As you breathe out, chin into the chest and curl. And lower. So breathing in, chin into the chest. Curl, 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 curl. Try and lift a little higher each time. Shoulder blades down. Don't let them creep up into the ears. And then lower. And again, breathing in, chin into the chest and curl. And then lower, breathing in and breathing out and curl. Okay, so I think that's about 6. I'm going to stick with 6 reps when we go into those original mat work exercises. You can always do a little bit more. If you speed it up, I will keep a nice sort of medium pace. And as you get more familiar with the exercises, then you will be able to do it yourself and add more repetitions. But just to get through the program, I think 6 is adequate. Take a breath in. We're going to go into oblique curls. As you're breathing, chin into the chest and curl. So it's just an upper spinal twist. Breathing in as you breathe out, curl over to the other side. So you do not bring your hips with you. You keep both sides of the sacrum down on the mat, and no hip flexors should be working. Breathing in, breathing out. Curl up and over. So you're peeling off the opposite shoulder blade. I like to think of this armpit pulling back, and that activates your oblique nicely here. And then find your center. Breathing in, breathing out, and curl up and over, and pull back on that back armpit. without pulling on your neck. Make sure that you're fine. You're not pushing the hands up against the neck, and then back down again. Feels so nice. Breathing in. As you breathe out, curl and lift. And then back down. Breath in. Breath out. Breathing in and breathing out. Pulling in those bellies. Just keep checking on yourself that you're not using hip flexors, that you're keeping neutral, and that you're not allowing those shoulders to creep up in towards the ears. Nice gap between the earlobes and the shoulders. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. Last one to each side. Breathing out. Breathe in and breathe out. Alright, so we're going to stand up. There's one more exercise. That's what my dog was trying to get at. It was this tennis ball. It is a nice balancing, you know, in my classes I always like to do some balancing work. Sorry Natalia, this isn't for you. So I just want you to find a spot to stand in and place the tennis ball between your ankles. My baby, no. Alright, so sorry, she's ball mad. Okay, so feet are hip width apart. You've got the ball between the ankles, just underneath the hip, the ankle bones. Okay, lengthen up as if you were going to do a roll down. Shoulders nice and open. Breathing in. As you breathe out, you're going to start to lift up onto the toes, keeping that ball nice and stable between those ankles. Great. Breathing in and breathing out and roll. Really nice for the calves. I think I might just go back a little bit because I'm not sure if I'm chopping off my head here and you can't see me. Okay, so there we go. There's the ankles. Breathing in. As you breathe out, up you go, up you go. Find your balance and then back down. Take a breath in there. Breathing out. Scoop that belly button in. Lift the pelvic floor and lift right up onto the balls of your toes. Okay, and back down. Breathing in. As you breathe out, up you go. Alright, we're going to take it up a level. We're going to layer it up on the next one. So stay up on the next one. We're going to then bend the knees. Breathing in. As you breathe out, go. And then bend the knees. Bend the knees. Keep the heels high. Breathing in, breathing out, and drop down. Nutella, people can't see the ball come. Sorry. Out the way. Sorry. Okay, sit myself. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Breathing in. As you breathe out, up you go. Okay, bend the knees. Bend the knees. Okay, drop the heels. So feel the calf stretching and lengthen up. Okay, and again, breathing in. As you breathe out, go up onto the balls of your toes. Stay nice and high. Feel the kneecaps lifting up. Lots of energy through the front of the legs. Bend the knees, bend the knees, bend the knees over the second toe. Keep the heels nice and high. Now this is the tricky part. Drop the heels as much as you can to feel the calves stretching and the shins engaging. And then straighten up. Good. And again, breathing in, breathing out. Up you go. If you need to make ball adjustments, stop, do that. Don't let that ball go. Breathing in, drop those knees, drop those heels, and lengthen up. Alright, I'm just going to adjust again. Alright, and let's change that direction. So, we're going to bend the knees now. Okay, now go up onto toes. Now it's tricky, a little bit tricky. Don't let those knees go in. Keep the hip width apart, tracking over the second toe. And lengthen up with that balance. And then back down. You can feel this works the calves nicely. Breathing in. Bend those knees up onto the toes. Lift those heels as high as you possibly can. Press up, find that balance, and drop down. One more time. Drop. So that'll make it 6. 3 in each direction. And lift and drop. Well done. That works the legs quite nicely and the toe joints. Okay, so we're going to go straight into this mat work exercises. The original mat. We're going to do the 100 to begin with, and then the roll up, and then the roll over. So yes, and then I'll sort of get into the next three, and so we'll go. Right, so the 100 is a warm-up exercise for the original mat. Although we've done a little mini warm-up, the 100 is the ultimate warm-up exercise. Okay, it is primarily a breathing exercise to get your breathing going, because you're going to need stamina, you're going to need to oxygenate your muscles to keep going with this program. Okay, so get yourself nice and comfortable. There's different levels of the 100, so if you're not feeling strong to begin with, keep your feet down, absolutely fine. Otherwise, Usually you would lift your legs up, breathe in. As you breathe out, chin into the chest, lengthen those legs out. Clearly, if your abs are not strong enough and your back is taking over, you do keep the knees bent and you're pumping those arms. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's vigorous pumping. The pumping of the arms does get the circulation in the body going. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, pull the belly in. Lengthen out those legs if you can. Breathing in. So you can keep them 90 degrees. Breathing in and breathing out. The main thing is that you're able to really imprint and suck that belly button in. Take the legs lower if you can. Breathing in and breathing out. If you're very strong, you can take the legs there. As long as you can keep this back firm on the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Look across your body. Breathe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out. 2, 3. Curl up deeper. Breathing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out. Another option is you can breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out. Lower the legs. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we still got 3 to go. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time. And breathing out. So the idea is breathe in for a count of 5, out for a count of 5. That makes 10. Do that 10 times. That's the 100. Okay, so the roll over, roll up. So straighten out those legs. Legs are together. Point those toes. Lots of energy through the body. Take those arms over the head and stretch it out. Okay, so the movement is you're going to bring the arms to 90 degrees. Okay, shoulders down. Start to bring chin into the chest and you're going to curl up. Not everybody's going to get up, so that's fine. It's the effort. And then you just basically go back down again. You may try the legs in a bent position and see if you can get up that way. Although I must say the lever of the legs longer does sometimes help. So let's go for 6. Breathe in. As you breathe out, try not to use momentum. Draw those shoulders down and roll forward. Breathing in, we don't stack the spine in between. And roll up and over. Breathing in, chin to chest. Lengthen through those arms, straight legs, lots of energy right throughout the whole body. Scoop that belly, roll back down. That's 2. Breathing in there for nothing. Breathing out and curl. Legs are together. And roll forward. Breathing in. Roll back down again. I'm moving up the mat here. And breathing out. And curl, curl, curl. As the abs are getting more tired, it's getting more difficult. All right. Chin into the chest and curl. And roll forward. Scooping belly in to roll forward to give that spider stretch. Breathing in. Arms to 90. Breathing out and curl. The more advanced version, you would take the lever and load the abs. You would leave the arms here and try and curl up it. I'm certainly not strong enough today to do that. And curl up and forward. I think let's do one more. I'm sure we've done 6 already, but just in case we haven't. Breathe in, breathe out, and curl over. Okay. So we are now going to do the roll over. 3 in each direction. So perhaps have a look at the first one and then you'll be ready to join me for the rest. Okay, so fold one leg up at a time, then the other leg, lengthen them up towards the ceiling. Okay, so breathe in, lower those legs to 45 degrees. As you breathe out to 90, curl right up and over your body. Open the legs to just shoulder width, not too wide. Flex those heels and roll yourself bone by bone, controlling it so it's not a collapse. You're using the back of your arms, they are active, to help you control that. Back to, this is 90, back to 45, put the legs together, take a breath in there, back to 90, breathe out, up and over with pointed toes. Okay, flex the heels, take a breath in there, breathe out, roll it out. So this is a nice, lovely stretch. As you're rolling it out, you're reaching those heels behind you. Breathing in, toes together. As you breathe out, scoop that belly and roll over. Keep it 90 degrees to the body, so don't collapse those legs. As you breathe out, roll it out. So now that was 3 in that direction. We're now going to keep the legs open, keep the legs flexed, breathing in, breathing out, up and over. Point the toes, bring them together, breathe in, as you breathe out, roll it down. Flex the feet, breathe in, breathe out, up and over. Point the toes, and roll back down again. Oh, I'm losing my clothing here. Flex the feet, breathe in, breathe out, up and over. Point the toes, and roll yourself back down again. Nice good stretch for the spine and for the back. Okay, so we're going to go into then single leg circles, rolling like a ball, and then single leg stretch, which will take us into the ab work. Okay, it's the series of 5, which I posted another workout with a series of 5, so you'll recognize those exercises. Okay, so single leg circles. Okay, get yourself nice and flat. Lengthen out that one leg. Make sure your hips are level with each other. Cross over the leg, point the toes, and circle. Okay, so it's quite a vigorous circle, and circle round. But you don't want to be rolling around your pelvis. You want to keep neutral. You want to keep stable in the pelvis, and circle. Cross your body as much as you can. Swing it around. That's 3 in one direction. Breathe in and swing it around in the other direction. Breathing in, swing it around in the other direction, and other way. Bend your knees in and down. Breathe in, breathe out. Swing it around. Swing it around. So it's a stability, a pelvic stability exercise. And mobility for the hips. Swing it around. And swing it around in the other direction. Okay. And back down again. Okay, so rolling like a ball. Spinal mobilizing exercise, but it's also really good to find that balance and center. Okay, so find you're basically balancing on your bottom, scooping your belly, drawing your shoulders, tucking your chin in, and just watch the first one. Breathing in, you're going to roll, and breathing out, you're going to roll back up again. Breathing in to roll back, breathing out to roll up. And I'm not sort of dropping my feet, I'm finding that balance. And I'm trying to be in as much of a tight ball as possible, scooping that belly. Breathing in, roll back. Don't swing your feet back, so you don't want to use any momentum. And breathing in and breathing out. Really lovely for the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. So don't go too much onto your neck. Stop at the shoulders. Always protect your neck. You should always be able to have your head off. Be able to lift your head off the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time, and then we'll go into the single leg stretch. Okay, so breathing in and breathing out. So here we go. From here, you're going to transition into the single leg stretch. Send one leg away. Inside hand, outside knee, outside hand, outside ankle. Okay, if it's too complicated to change that, I mean, we can practice quickly. Outside ankle, inside knee. Okay, this is like a teaser, yeah? But shin always 90 degrees to the body. If it's too complicated on the hands, just do 2 hands on both knees. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so we're going to roll ourselves down. Keep the legs 45 degrees. Shoot the one leg out and change. Breathing in and out and out. That's 1. Breathing in and out and out. Breathing in, find your neutral, suck your belly in. Chin in, looking across your pubic bone. In, out, out. In, out, out. One more time. In, out, out. Okay, bring those knees in. Single leg stretch. We're now going into double leg stretch. So, original, breathe in. Send, lengthen out arms and legs. Circle those arms around as you come. As you bring the arms in, bring the knees and the nose towards each other. Okay, that's 1. Breathing in, breathing out. and pull, 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 pull with the abs. Breathing in, breathing out, pull those knees in towards the nose, nose towards the knees. Breathing in, breathing out, and pull, 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 pull. In, and breathing out and pull. In, and breathing out and pull. And one more time after this. Okay, lengthen one leg down, one leg up forward. If your head is taking strain, as you know, I've always said in my studio, take your head down. Never ever compromise your neck. You can always just have a little rest, roll it around, and then bring it back up. Okay, so single straight leg lowers and lifts, which is also can be referred to as scissors. So breathing in, pull, pull, and pull, pull. So lengthen that leg up towards the ceiling. A little bit of a hamstring pull and just ab work exercise. Let's continue that same breathing. Breathing in, out, out. In, out, out. We can speed it up. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Two more. Breathing in and out, out. In, out, out. Okay, bend those knees in. Support the head. The head really needs it at that point. Okay, so we're going to do single, straight, double straight leg lifts and lowers. So let's just do, just for us, let's do them. They're not done classically or originally down head, with your head down, but we'll just do one or two with our heads down, just so I can show you. Breathing in lower, and then breathing out lift. So you only lower as far as you can keep your spine imprinted on the mat. So breathe in, and breathe out and lift. It's much harder with your head down, so let's curl up. So breathe in, lower, breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower, and scoop your belly and lift. Two more to make it 6 altogether. And pull. Breathing in, and breathing out. One more, and up. Okay, bend those knees in. We're going to do crisscross. So we're going to cross over. So oblique twist and a single leg stretch combined. Okay, so we did the oblique warm up earlier, so you're looking for those same same muscles to activate. Breathing in, breathing in, breathing out, breathing out, breathing in, breathing in, breathing out, breathing out. Two more to each side. Breathing in, breathing in, breathing out. Peel that opposite shoulder blade off. Pull that opposite armpit underneath you. One more time. And in, and out, and out. Pull those knees in, and just roll, and circle, and just get a bit of a breathing, recollect your breath. Okay, well done. So, you recognize that as the part of the series of 5 ab exercises. Next 3 is we're going to do spine stretch forward, open leg rocker, and corkscrew. Okay, so you might recognize some of those exercises from my studio, working on the machines. We don't do mat in my studio very often, but we do apply a lot of the mat exercises on those machines. Okay, that's where all the exercises on the machines came from the original mat. Okay, so spine stretch forward. You're going to open those legs a little bit wider than hip width apart. You're going to stack that spine. Arms are 90 degrees front. Take a breath in there. As you breathe out, lift up on your glutes. Pull back, like you pull the abs in as if you're tilting back on the pelvis, then stretching forward. It's a spine stretch forward. You don't want to just hinge off the hips. For reason then, you're just going for a hamstring pull. You're not actually stretching the spine at all. You're getting the hinge from the hips. You're wanting to stretch that spine. So drop the shoulders down, breathe in, lengthen up, lift up on those glutes, tilt the pelvis backwards, pull the belly in, and then start to stretch forward, stretch forward, stretch forward from there. So you anchor the pelvis backwards, and then go, 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 go. Stretch forward, and then stack, drop the shoulders back into place. Head comes up last. Breathe in again there. As you breathe out, tilt backwards, reach forwards with those arms and the crown of the head. Pull those rib cages in, pull that belly button as much as you can. Lots of energy through these feet, okay? Heels flexed. This gives you a bit of a calf stretch when you do that. Breathing in, out. As you breathe out, pull back in on your belly and reach forward. Don't collapse down. Reach forward, spine stretch forward, and then come back in. 3 more, breathing in. As you breathe out, pull that belly in and stretch forward. Feel, as we go through with the reps, you are getting into places that at first you couldn't get into. So it's always nice to do a few more. Breathing in and breathe out. Pull back on the pelvis, pull back on the belly. Stretch forward, stretch the heels forward. Very active with the legs, straight through the back of the knees. And then stack. Okay, open leg rocker, a bit of a fun exercise. Okay, right, so that's rolling like a ball with your legs like in a teaser position, but not everybody is going to get that right because of the tightness in the back of the hamstring. So some people are too tight, but anyway, start with one leg, see how that feels. Okay, that's okay if you can get it just to holding that leg. And then other leg, and find your balance. So that is the start of your open leg rocker position. So just to make sure that you've got enough mat, you might need to move forward a little bit so you don't sort of knock something behind you or lose your, or not have enough mat. Okay, so I'm going to initiate the movement by pulling in the belly and tucking under with the tailbone, and that initiates the roll back. So you're going to go back, breathing in and breathing out, and find your balance. Okay, so I didn't find my balance there. That was a horrible one, but we'll go. As you go, you'll get better. So breathing in and breathing out. Oh, and again, breathing in. So just keep going until you find that balance. And then back and stack, chest out. So that was a good one. Breathing in, roll back, and breathing out, and find that length in your spine at the end. And 3 more, breathing in, and breathing out, find that length. And breathing in, and breathing out, and find that length. Well done. Open leg rocker, 6 of them. Corkscrew, okay? We have to go back on our backs here for this one. Okay, so corkscrew is a circular motion on the hips. We'll do a prep variation for those of you that don't want to go up, over, roll over with, if you find you've got a dodgy back that you sort of don't feel comfortable. So legs lengthen up, find that alignment on your mat. Breathe in, so you're basically peeling one hip. Okay, so your upper body's anchoring you while you're mobilizing the lower half of you. Circle round as if you're sort of circling clockwise on the back of a clock. So breathe in, 2, 3, to 6, to 9, to 12. Okay, then you change direction for the other 3. Breathing in, breathing out, and circle. So this is just the prep. It's basically double leg circles, using your abs to control it. And again. Okay, the full version for those who are feeling brave and strong today. Just going to move back on my mat again so I don't knock something behind me. Okay, so same thing. Breathe in, circle round. As you come around, you go up, over, roll over on the one side of your spine. Okay, so on my case here, it's the left side of the spine. Go over to the right shoulder, down the right side of the spine, till you find that right hip. But when you're doing this, you've got to keep the length of both sides of your spine. So you don't want to hike this side, lengthen this side. Keep the length through both waistlines, okay? And then back to center. Then we go back this side to the right, sorry, to the left, and then you go right round to the right, up and over. And then back to center. Then back to the right, back down that right side, and then to the left, and to the center. To the left, back down to the right, and back up and over to the center. Back over to the right, and back down. Okay, so now let's just do the left. Sorry, go right, over to the left, up, circle to the right, and then back to the left, down, to the right, back to center, back to the right, over to the left, over, to center, back to the left, and back down again. Right, so there we go, let's corkscrew. Okay, so we're going to do the swan, which is very similar to the spine stretch forward, although you're going to add a little twist. Then the swan dive, then the single leg and double leg kick. Okay, so widen your legs as wide as my mat, so wider than shoulders and hips, obviously. All right, sit high, get your bum bits out of the way so that you're sitting nice and solid on top of your sit bones, and your arms are to the side. Okay, so lengthen. When these arms are out to the side or moving, they're active. The elbows are straight. You're not moving. You're actually twisting from the spine, not moving the arms around. Okay, they're staying fixed, but they are reaching and active away from each other. Okay, so saw, here's breathe in to twist. Arms are reaching away. Then bring this arm across, pinky down to saw off the pinky of your toe. Look down at your knee and reach forward. So this is a nice active hamstring stretch. The back arm is reaching away from you. Breathing in, lift up, stack that spine in rotation, and then back up to center, other side. Take a breath in there. For nothing, breathe out, scoop your center. Lift out of yourself, out of your waist. Reach your crown of the head up to the ceiling. Drop your tailbone down. Breathing in. Twist. Breathing out. And stretch. Reaching that back arm back. Look down at your knee just to keep your neck safe. The classical, they used to look at the back hand. But we'll just look at the knee for now. And reach that back arm to lift up. And then to untwist yourself. Take a breath in there. As you breathe out, twist and stretch into that saw. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out and stretch. And reach behind you and back to center. Breathing in, stretch forward and back up to nice leg, back of the leg, hamstrings, back of the knee stretch. And calves. And up and back to center. Breathing in, breathing out and stretch. Back up, back to center. Okay, I think we got one more to each side. Flex those heels, reach those heels away. Lots of energy through the legs and stretch forward and stack. Breathing in, breathing out, stretch and up. So you stay solid on both sit bones on that one. Okay, so from there we're going to go on to the swan dive. Bit of back extension, so get those back extensors working. We've done a lot of flexion up until now. So get yourselves aligned on the mat, and I'm going to do a preparation version for you. So I think let's do our feet open here. Okay, so tailbone tucked under, scoop your belly. Okay, so just to prep your back, for those of you that are not that great with your back bend, so let's go. Let's breathe in. As you breathe out, scoop that belly button right up and in, so you feel you're resting on your ribs and on your hips, even weight distribution. And your belly's pulled up in between. As you breathe out, draw those, don't push on the palms of your hands. Your hands are here on either side of your ears, okay? Breathing in, as you breathe out, draw the shoulder blades away from your ears and start to lift that head up. Look down, don't look up. Maybe look on a diagonal so that you can keep the neck with the rest of your spine. And you keep going until you feel very active with your upper back extensors, but do not compress your lower back. Tuck your tailbone under as much as you can. Scoop your belly. The tucking of the tailbone is obviously relevant to your posture. Some people naturally do that, in which case your pubic bone might be taking a bit of strain. So in which case you need to relax it a bit. So just all of you know your postures and you know what is correct. Breathing in, as you breathe out, draw those shoulders down and lift. So I can feel it all around the back of my bra strap here. I'm drawing the shoulder blades down. To get a little bit of extra, I'm starting to push on the forearms, just to get that little bit of extra in the upper back. but still don't compress in the lower back. Pull that belly button in. Crown of the head lengthens away, so you're lengthening on a diagonal to where the ceiling meets the wall kind of thing. And then release. Breathing in, breathing out. Scoop that belly button in. Pull belly, draw the shoulders in. Push through the forearms. Draw the shoulder blades down towards your back pockets. Use the forearms to get that feeling of activation in the upper back extensors, to just get that a little bit higher. And then lower. So that's prep 1. The next one, we're going into prep 2. So you're going to suck in your belly, roll your shoulder blades down, lift up through the forearms, go on into a cobra. Okay, so you only go as high as long as you're not compressing in any parts of your back that is over flexible. Most people that are in my studio know their postures and what they can manage or not. So be careful, no compression. It just should feel lovely and good. If it doesn't, then you don't need to come up so high. Be mindful and careful with your body. Okay, so that is how you get up to with prep 2. And then you're going to release and lift your heels up, okay, your feet up. So we're going to do 6 of those. Lift. Okay, lift the arms over your head. 3 and catch. Let go and catch. Arms straight. Let go and straight. 2 more. Let go, straight. 1 more. Okay, that is swan dive prep 2. We're now going to do the full version. Might not be for everybody, but a bit of a fun exercise. Just see it as a fun exercise rather than let's get the precision perfect, because it's hard for many people. But I'm going to do the full swan dive. We start with prep 2. We're going to prep 2. Breathe out. We're just not going to catch in between. Okay, so it's a breath in to let go, breathe out, and just keep breathing, getting a nice rhythm, and get 6 out. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. 1 more. Catch, and then down. Okay. Right, so you're already in prone, so we're going straight from there into what they call the single leg kick, double leg kick, and then the neck pull, which then takes us back up onto our bottom sitting position. So single leg kick, get these elbows underneath your shoulders. You can have knuckles together, or you can have them hip width or shoulder width apart, okay? Put those feet together. Okay, legs are together, active through the inner thighs, right up towards your pubic bone, okay? Suck the belly in so that you really feel there's a connection in your abs, right? And you're gonna pull this knee in. There's one, bend the one leg in and double leg kick. Kick, kick, release. Kick, kick, release. Okay, that's what we're doing for the minute, for the first. So take a breath in there. Lengthen out that sternum, that chest. Draw those shoulder blades. Those same principles of the swan dive apply. Kick, kick, release. Kick, kick, release. Kick, kick, release. Kick, kick. Original, point, flex, point, release. 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 Pull that belly in, flex, point, release. Okay, single leg kicks, double leg kick. Head goes down, hands clasp, palms up towards the sky, ceiling. Shoulders get a little stretch here. Okay, so as you take a breath in, as you breathe out, scoop your belly. Equal pressure between the ribs, hips. Pull the belly button in between. Pull those legs. Knees are up off the mat. Pull those knees in. So can you see the knees are slightly lifted? Pull. 1, 2, 3. As you extend the legs, lengthen out, stretch into a nice long stretch with the back extension. Okay, take a breath in there. In between, you get to lie your head on the side. Okay, so breathing in. As you breathe out, scoop the belly. Pull those knees up, pull the heels in. 1, 2, 3. Extend and stretch. Other side with the neck. Breathing in as you breathe out. 1, 2, 3, and extend. Breathing in, breathing out. 2, 3, and extend. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, and extend. 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 I think one more. The only thing is that we do both sides. It ends up doing 12 reps. 1, 2, 3, and extend. Very nice on the glutes here. Right, so we're going to push up. And I think just so in case you took a little bit of pressure in that lower back, let's go into a nice yoga rest pose. Toes together, knees apart, and just sink back, just to give her a little bit of a release in that lower back. Never does any harm. So good for the back to be in this position. Recollect your breath. Pull that belly button in. Okay, the next exercise is called neck pull. So come and sit. We're almost there with this block. This is the longer block tomorrow, or when I post the next one, it won't be as long. So I think we might be going over 20, 25 minutes here because we had the warm up to do as well. Right, so neck pull. Feet are together, heels are stretching away. You're going to lengthen up. You're going to place those hands clasp, pressing the back of the base of the skull up against the palms of your hands. Getting that length and feeling that neck stretching out and long. So the chin is in. Think of that crown of the head lengthening up to the ceiling and the tailbone dropping down. Neck pull is breathing in, breathing out. Pull your belly in, pull your rib cage in, and roll up and over. So if you're trying to get the crown of the head down on your knees. So you don't just sink down. You almost have a slight press of the back of the head up against the back of the hands, but nothing too strenuous. Be careful with your neck. Just feel that length, chin right tucked into the body. Breathing in, stack as you're pushing up and lengthening that spine out, push into those hands, and then you're going to hinge back all the way to the floor, which is a controlled motion. If you can't get all the way there without collapsing, maybe only go halfway. All right, so nice long straight back, a lot of glute engagement, and you roll yourself down. Oh. Okay, not easy. Okay, so neck pull. Breathing in. I don't think I'm strong enough to do this exercise. I haven't done it in years. I'm not someone that teaches mat very often, so take a breath in as you breathe out. Okay, I can't have my hands there. Some of my clients, you know who you are, will be strong enough to do that, but otherwise I'm going to take my hands in front of me just to help me climb up. I can always put my head back there for a minute and then roll back over and forward with the neck. This is the best part anyway. Breathing in and breathe out. Press back into the head, into the hands with the head. Chin stays long. And roll back, roll back, roll back. Try and control this. This part you can control. If this is where you go, that's absolutely fine. From there, lengthen forward and roll over forward. I think let's make that the variation for many of us that can't. It's actually, this is an advanced mat work program, so not easy. I mean, already I'm not doing this exercise great because you're trying to get as much length through the spine as much as possible and drop back down without too much tilt in the pelvis. You have to tilt a little bit, but still not collapse like I just did. Okay, breathing in, breathing out. Okay, so I'm going to go halfway with you. Let's do it sort of medium variation. Breathing in, a medium level variation. Breathing in, breathing out, curl over, stretch those heels, pull those toes up towards you, roll over, push the back of the ears and head into the hand, roll back up, and then hinge back. Hinge back as straight as you can. So think of the short box series on the reformer. You're hinging nice and long, lots of engagement through the glutes. And then let's hinge back up, forward, chin into the chest and roll forward. Nice straight. A nice flexion in the spine there. And stack, hinge back. Breathing in, breathing out, up and over. Okay. And stack, hinge. One more time. Up. And over. Okay, well done. Just got two more. Well, we're going to do some shoulder stand exercises. So we're going to sort of be on our shoulders, doing scissors and bicycles. So you know the scissors, the single leg lowers and lifts. Some bicycle, reverse bicycle, and then we'll do shoulder bridge. And then we're done with this workout. I think we'll be doing sort of 30, 35. I'm not too sure. I can't really see my camera from here. But it's been a longer workout than I thought it was. But good for you. All right, so we are going to do shoulder stand exercises. So we're going to, what you would know in my classes is jackknife. So we're going to go up onto our shoulders. So from there, so I will show you how to get into position. So drop your legs to 45, 90, anchor your shoulders down because you need the back of the arms to help you get yourself up into a jackknife position. Okay, then you're going to put your hands underneath your hips here. So get your elbows nice and tucked in here. Oh, this right elbow won't come in. Okay, right, so you're in that position, lift up. Okay, from there, scissor. So you don't take this leg too much of a collapse down. You know what? I'm just going to tuck my clothes in because my clothes are going to annoy me when I have my shirt up around my neck. So let me just tuck myself in. And then you'll be able to see better. You won't see much if my shirt is up over my neck and my head. Okay, so lie yourself down. Lengthen your legs up. Okay, so 90 degrees. Breathe in, breathe out, lift into jackknife. Place your hands underneath your hips. And then it's that bottom leg you're more worried about lowering. Lower, lower, scissor up. Lower, lower, up. Both legs are resisting each other. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out. Lots of hip extension there. Okay. You can speed it. In, out, out. In, out, out. Bicycle. Okay, so it's not the back leg that's over your nose, it's that leg that's reaching away from you. You're more interested in the hip extension in the back of the hamstrings and the glutes, reaching away from you. The other leg is just balancing it out. Okay, and reverse it for 3 the other way. Reverse, 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 reverse. One more time. Okay, then we're going to go into shoulder bridge. So not easy, but you hold your hips and you drop this leg down. That leg will go up to a 90-degree angle. Okay. I think the classical version, they do leave their legs there. But as you would know it in my reformer classes, your arms will be on the mat. Okay, point down, flex up. Point down, so this is the spine curl position. Point down, flex up, release up. So now it's reach down with a flex. No, it's point. I'm changing it. So it's flex up, point down. Flex up, point down, flex up. Bend the knees, take it in. Hips are level with each other, hopefully. Okay, other side. This is the last exercise. So shoulders nice and wide. Other leg up, reach it for the sky. Okay, so keep it pointed, point down, flex up. Point down, don't drop these hips. Flex up, point down, flex up. Okay, so flex down now, point up, flex down, point up, flex down, point up, bend the knee in, lengthen up, and roll yourself vertebra by vertebra all the way down. Find your neutral. Well done, we did it. I think that was about 22 exercises if I counted correctly. So just take a moment, close your eyes, and just acknowledge how your body feels now. Should feel fairly stretched, nicely worked out, very oxygenated. Mind should be clear. you've done really good work. So I'm going to leave it at that. I would suggest do that again before you go into the next block of exercises that I'm going to either post today or tomorrow or whenever I can get a chance to. But I think this is quite a nice lot of exercises to work on. So do this at least twice before you do the next set. And then once you've done both twice, then combine the two and try and do the whole lot from the first lot to the second lot. Maybe take a quick sort of water break in between. All right, well done ladies. I hope you enjoy.